Hello, mathletes. So, welcome back. Today we are going to be discussing, get the right color, dividing. I say today. I just published the other video today. So this is actually tomorrow, but today, tomorrow, because I'm going to publish. Never mind. Dividing fractions. Okay, so when dividing fractions, we have kind of similar steps, but we're not going to include all of the multiplication steps, so we're going to kind of keep it simple. The first thing, everything must be in fraction form. So we've got to have A over B on this, okay? The second thing we need to remember is this is the chicken industry of math. So we are going to keep, change, and flip. I didn't give myself enough room. But keep, change, flip is going to work out to be KCF, which kind of reminds us of KFC, thus the chicken industry of math. And the last thing we are going to do is we are going to simplify. If I've said it once, I've said it 100 times. We simplify often, cross-reduce, because the smaller the numbers are, the easier they are to work with. And then we are going to multiply the fraction. And now, if you don't know how to multiply fractions, you're going to really want to pause this one and go watch the multiplying fractions video. I don't know how to make the little link boxes appear wherever they appear. I think typically it goes right here, but I just go find it on my channel. It'll be in the playlist on fractions. Oh, yeah, and then the last thing. Can you guess it? Simplify again. That's right. We are always simplifying because although there may be 100 different ways to represent a fraction, there is only one answer that will be listed of your four choices, and I guarantee it will be the simplified version. Okay, so let's start off with something easy so we can conceptually walk through these. The first example we had is 5 over 6 divided by 3 over 4. Okay, so these are good for my first step because my first step says they've got to be in fraction form, and these are both in fraction form. So I'm going to move to my second step, which is keep, change, flip. So I'm going to keep 5, 6, and I'm just going to rewrite it. I'm going to change division to multiplication, and I'm going to flip or use the reciprocal of 3/4. So that's going to come out to be 4 over 3. Now, I am going to look to simplify, cross-reduce, and then multiply. So simplifying, these are pretty much simplified. But cross-reducing, I do have, get the right color, a shared factor right here. My 6 and 4 both share a factor of 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And my 5 and 3 don't share any factors. So now I'm going to multiply just like I would multiply any fraction. I'm going to multiply my numerators. 5 times 2 is 10. I'm going to multiply my denominators. 3 times 3 is 9. And now I'm going to simplify the fraction. Well, 9 goes into 10 because we remember we do this with long division. 9 goes into 10 one time. 1 times 9 is 9. And that leaves me with 1 left over. So the 1 becomes my numerator. The 9 is still my denominator. So my simplified fraction is 1 and 1/9. Boom. The second example, actually, a lot of the other examples are pretty much the exact same thing of that. So we're going to jump quite a bit down the example list because short of adding in negatives, it's all pretty much the same thing. So let's look at example number 5 from our work. And that is 2 and 1/3 divided by 1 and 3/4. Okay, so the first thing I've got to worry about is fraction form. These mixed numbers are not in an improper fraction, so I need to fix that. Now, to get rid of the mixed number, I need to get mad at it. So 3 times 2 plus 1. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. So it's going to be 7. And then I keep my denominator 7/3 divided by, take it one step at a time, and I'm going to multiply and add. 4 times 1 is 4 plus 3 is 7. So 7/4. Okay, now I am ready to move on to keep, change, flip. 7/3 change. Need to write it down. Change division to multiplication. And then I'm going to flip, which actually means the reciprocal. 4/7. Okay, now I'm at that key step. I want to simplify, cross reduce, and multiply. Simplify, these are simplified. Cross reduce, oh look, I've got a 7 and a 7. They share the factor of a 7. So 7 divided by 7 is 1. 7 divided by 7 is 1. And check it out. I've got easy multiplication ahead. 1 times 4 is 4. 3 times 1 is 3. And now I've just got to simplify. How many times does 3 go into 4? Well, it does it one time, and it leaves me with a remainder of 1. 1 and 1/3. And let's see. There's only really one other variation on here that isn't the same as every other problem. And let's be honest, dividing fractions, once you have multiplying fractions down, is super simple. So let's look at this one, number 7. -3/8 divided by 12. Okay, so they've got to be in fraction form. How do I turn this 12 into a fraction form? Well, we know anything divided by 1 is that original number. So I can put a 1 under it. And that's what Beyonce said too. If you're going to multiply it, you got to put a 1 under it. I don't care what y'all say. If she didn't say it, she should have said it because it works and it goes great. So anyway, so we have -3/8 divided by 12/1. I forgot to change the color. All right, so now I'm ready to keep, change, flip. So keep, change, flip. Keep the -3/8. I'm going to change division to multiplication, and I'm going to flip or do the reciprocal, 1/12. All right, now I'm going to look for anything I can possibly simplify or cross reduce. Simplifying, no. Cross reducing. 3 and 12 share a factor of 3. So -3 divided by 3 is -1. 12 divided by 3 is 4. And now I'm just going to multiply straight across. -1 times 1 is -1. 8 times 4 is 32. And then I'm going to simplify, but in this case, 1 in the numerator tells me I am already simplified. Hopefully this helps out. The only example I really didn't cover, and let's just talk about it briefly because I don't remember which one it worked out to being. But when you are simplifying fractions, let's say I had -12 over -10. Remember, I'm asking how many times does 10 go into 12? And this is reducing. So 10 goes into 12 one time with 2/10 left over. Okay, so this is going to be 2 questions. The first thing and the point I wanted to make on this is the negative divided by the negative gives you a positive. Okay, you need to remember if you have 2 negatives in this, it's actually a positive. The other thing, just because you simplified once does not mean you can do it again. If these are both even numbers, they share a factor of 2. So 1 and 2 divided by 2 is 1. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Okay. And my main thing I wanted to point out is a negative divided by a negative is a positive. Make sure you're following that when you're doing your work. I hope this helped out. Hope you're getting dividing fractions. If you need help on anything else, give me a shout. Let me know. Like I said before, the comment there was what drove me to go, oh yeah, I got to put these videos out there. So keep the comments coming. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the little notification bell. I'll see you in class tomorrow.